Episode 12 of the Daily Dozen, spotlighting players to watch going into the 2016 high school football season. Jason Jewell, Jared Cohen, some West Side running backs to get started.
Yeah, the Westview Knights are quietly every year one of those teams that just win a ton of football games, and they've done that under Jeff Bowen, Joe Parker. They're breaking in a new head coach in Nick Gertz, and his go-to guy on offense this season is going to be Tyler Vasco. Last year, Vasco rushed for over 2,000 yards and scored 22 touchdowns. He's going to be a leader again on that Westview Knights football team. The
other West Side running back we want to talk about, also going to have a new coach he's going to be playing under, is Garrett Feldhusen over at Sunrise Mountain. It's huge for Chase Cord to have that run-pass option with Feldhusen. It creates that versatility that the Mustangs offense is going to need this season. I really like Feldhusen to have a big year.
Yeah, the Saguaro Sabercats, we know, have always had big athletic offensive linemen. We're going to talk about Jax Waycaser, just another one of those guys over there at Saguaro High School. Kind of blew up in the offseason. Wasn't a full-time starter last year, but grew, gained some weight, 6'5", 250 pounds now. Has an offer from Kansas. Athletic guy that has been a tight end and a defensive end, now moving to offensive tackle.
Another one of the top players in Yuma this season is Mark Walton, tight end over at Cibola High. This is a two-way player, could play tight end, defensive end. I know, Jason, you've mentioned that you see him maybe being an offensive tackle down the road. He added an offer from South Dakota State this offseason, and I think once people start to see his film and make the truck over to Yuma, there are going to be a lot more offers to come.
Yeah, Parker Walton, linebacker over at Chaparral High School. The Firebirds have played and they've been known for their tough defense under their past head coach, Conrad Hamilton. He moves on now. He's at Arizona State, and Walton's going to be asked to maintain that level of play on the defense. Was their leader, 96 tackles, 9 sacks last season. He's a very smart kid, has offers from some academies and Ivy League programs.
He had 96 tackles last year. Cade Warner had 96 receptions last year for Desert Mountain, which led the entire state of Arizona. That's the next player we're going to spotlight here. And the young star over for the Wolves expects to have another big year along with Austin Niesel in that Wolves offense. They're going to be throwing the ball quite a bit, and what's to say he can't try to go for 100 this season?
I'm going to talk about Kylan Weiser, quarterback, a junior quarterback over at Notre Dame Prep. He just got his first Division I scholarship offer from Idaho. He's in a quarterback battle right now. They have not named a quarterback. Cameron Yule and Weiser gonna battle it out. But last year, in his role, threw for over 1,000 yards, and I expect better production this season in his junior season.
Keyshawn White, Desert Vista, one of the most dynamic return men in the entire state of Arizona, had a big year last year on special teams. I expect to see the exact same thing out of him this year. And he's also a playmaker on offense as well, playing the wide receiver position. He had 23 catches last year for 5 touchdowns. He's one of the most dynamic players that the 6A conference will see this season.
Yeah, it's not very often that you get a 4-year varsity starter, much less on the offensive line. Max Wilhite over at Desert Edge High School is one of those guys. He's done that over there for the Scorpions. He is their center. He's their all-Arizona center. Has an offer from New Mexico State. It's crazy to think that he is only going to be a junior. 6'3", 300-pound kid. He's just a road grader.
Malachi Wilkins, defensive lineman over at Estrella Foothills. And you watch his film, and I'm really impressed. This guy's a very good runner. He's a versatile player, 6'3", 190. When we've talked about some of the pass rushers, Odwa Isabor at St. Mary's, Mike King Johnson at Tempe, you look at Wilkins, has that exact same look of physique, his build, and the skill set, and pass rushers are a premium at all levels of football. I think Wilkins could really turn some heads this season.
Yeah, I get another junior offensive lineman over at Desert Edge High School in Austin Young. A big kid, 6'4", over 300 pounds. He started for them at right tackle last year. When I went out and I saw them in the spring, he was playing inside, moved inside to guard. He's a guy that I think has a huge upside, has not even touched the ceiling of what he's able to do. Rich Welbrock and they over at Desert Edge have that massive offensive line. They're going to run the football with Roshan Johnson and Teron Thomas behind these big road graders.
Coach Schuerman loves to run the football over at Queen Creek. It's been a big part of their success each of the last several seasons. And Mike Young, big Mike Young, another big guy on the offensive line, is going to be a big reason and a big person they're going to run behind this year. 6'4", 320 pounds, committed to Boise State, one of the top offensive linemen that the state of Arizona has to offer this season. That's it for episode 12. We've got one more to go. That's Jason Jewell. I'm Jared Cohen on Sports360AZ.com.